Was the Hirako killing again?
Is it what? Fuck.
It's one of the two.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, they're
I'm
kind
looking
of
for it in the
Yeah.
GIF. I'm looking. There it is. Oh boy, here I go killing again.
That's it.
That's part of Rick and Morty. Except,
Speaking of
no,
which,
I'm
that
not
comes
gonna make that
back
joke.
out
I hate that fucking pickle Rick joke.
next month.
Colonel.
Hmm?
This guy turned himself into a pig.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
You watch the latest Badger video?
Yes.
His Valorant video? I'm sort of disturbed by it, to be honest. It's a bit weird.
What? Because like the high level of animation they put into it.
Yeah, like it's so fucking smooth. Like what the fuck? It's just one bloke like doing the editing. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is it so smooth?
Because
And not gonna lie, I sort of miss the frame by frame
yeah,
thing.
it had a charm to it.
Because it goes a fucking meme format, because that's how you see memes.
Yeah.
Usually. They're
Picture
usually like
by
one to
picture.
one. Yeah.
What is your
Oh man!
picture, Rebecca?
So you know what I learned today?
What?
There are only 2 cable shows to have ever been the #1 show on at the time.
Let me guess,
seriously?
Simpsons is one of them.
Sopranos.
Nope.
Simpsons is network.
No.
Wait,
What's
animated
my
TV
pod?
shows or TV shows in general?
No. Cable TV show. So not like public broadcasting.
Oh.
I don't know the distinction between that because I don't watch TV.
Like Cartoon
So-
Network, Showtime, HBO, those are all cable now.
Okay. So
So
my guess
is
is-
NBC, CBS, Fox.
Breaking Bad or The Sopranos would be my guess for one.
Either.
Game of
Sopranos got up to
Thrones?
#2.
Ooh,
Game of Thrones was 1.
oh
Dexter
shit!
was the other.
What?
Dexter.
The
Yeah,
The
the,
serial
one
killer.
about the serial killer that ends up getting with his
Uh-huh,
sister.
A lot of friends have told me to watch that. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's just a baffling.
It's not like I
concept.
play serial killers on a regular basis. Like I don't understand.
Honestly, like halfway through the season, you'd probably start, or halfway through the series, you'd probably start hating it. Just because
Alright, does it dip?
it,
Man, I don't know. Getting started on it, it was a while ago. And the graphic,
yeah,
the
Oh.
cinematography does not hold up.
no,
Right.
it has how do I put this? It has like supernatural writing style, whereas like at a certain point, you could tell they stopped having reasons for the season to go on. So at the end, they end up at the
They
end
just
of
keep
one
going.
season, they have a problem occur that they solve really fast in the next season, and then the rest of it fucking plays out and it keeps playing a pattern.
God, that's so lame. I never got into that show.
And now I never will as well.
Doing, like,
Watching the
there was
first.
an arc with John Lithgow that was super good.
Like what you do is if you ever want to watch Supernatural, don't watch it. Just watch the first 3 seasons
Yeah.
until the main character dies, and then just stop right there, and that's it.
You know,
That's
I have
heard
a
that
friend
too,
who
that
loves
show goes
Supernatural, and he
way
said the
off
same
there.
thing.
exactly. Because that's when that pattern starts. Because it's just like, oh, this person died. We have to get him back. They solve it really fast in the early season. Filler episodes. End of the season. They fuck everything up, and then they have to do the same thing over again. Most of the time, literally going to
I
hell.
hate that.
It's garbage, right?
That's that. Well, that's the trope, right?
Yeah.
Once you get in it, and if you're gonna make something that's
Oh yeah, it's
a serial or a series, like you can't have a happy ending at the end of the season. Like if the characters got together, they have to split up by the end.
There's also a part that's like what is it, cost sunk fallacy or something? Like the more time you spend in it, the more you want to stay in to get a payoff.
Yeah, sunk costs. Well, that's sort of the bit. They're sunk.
How many
Yeah,
seasons?
that's
And people tend to like what's familiar, but slightly
Yeah, sure.
different. That's why
Hey, that's
people don't
me.
want to take a risk on original content.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's me. That's why I have all my characters as a mask.
Hate you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, like for example, Dexter had 8 seasons. Like honestly, you could have stopped at
Seriously?
you could have stopped at like halfway through there, and it probably would have been a decent ending.
Yeah, I
Well, it
think
only has,
probably
like, 3
midway through
seasons.
the 4th season is like you
Exactly.
can cut it off there.
Yeah. That's crazy. I didn't think I had that many.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Well, that's the
gosh.
thing. Everyone wants to tell a story, but then once the money comes in,
They don't want to stop the
maybe
story.
you can stretch it out a little.
Yeah. I suppose so.
Yeah, I mean, just
And
like
that's-
off a few characters here and there, replace them with some other guys. That'll be fine.
That's why I respect stories that ended. Like Avatar, it ended when it was done, and it didn't just kind of try to draw it out.
Talk about Korra.
Although that,
Yeah, that's
what
why
we're
usually
doing
you
now.
have a pattern of
Making
one
US.
really good season that's based off of writing that's been done before it got picked up,
Yep.
and then the second season is garbage because they're spending that time to write the third season.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah.
Yep.
It's very common.
Sophomore
Didn't
slump.
Stranger Things did that, didn't it?
Yeah. But the second
Oh,
season
the second
wasn't
season was abysmal.
I thought it was okay. There were definitely filler episodes
Okay,
that you
what
could
was the
cut.
plot?
Similar to the
Explain
first.
to me the plot.
The plot was crazy evil Cthulhu things come up, and you have to stop the end of the plot. That's about it.
So same as the first season.
Yes, but the first season clearly had like more put into it. Like, I'm not gonna say it's the greatest show ever. I'm just not gonna say it's like as bad as O puts it out to be.
It was.
Yeah, I still sleep on it. All these damn kids and their D&D.
These damn millennials.
Even though their fucking time period is like what, the 60s or something?
I think it's a little bit later than that.
What? Who?
I know it's Cold War for Stranger Things.
Oh shit, you're
They're-
right.
they're
Yeah.
the-
I mean,
Yeah.
it has to be because D&D didn't come out till what was it, 76?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Aren't they like early 80s? Like 80s?
Yeah, I got
85.
like a 80s sort of vibe. to it.
See, this is how much I watch a show. I watched the first season and then I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Chainmail. Not Chainmail, the fucking thing, the game. Because D&D was first called Chainmail. 71 was when Chainmail was made, which was early D&D.
Yeah,
But that's like
yeah, but they
80.
say specifically D&D. They don't call it chainmail. They call it D&D. Else the GIF you post would be obsolete immediately.
Yeah, good point.
But yeah. It was, I mean, it was based off that.
Not ADHD.
Yeah, ADHD.
74. No, because I typed in when was AD&D made, but like it didn't capitalize it or anything or put a dash or anything, so it's just like, you mean ADHD, so it's asking when ADHD was made. I'm like, I mean, I don't know, Chief. I'm assuming when human beings were.
Nah, it's more of a modern convention, honestly. Before you just sucked it up.
Yeah, you didn't have time to not think about things because there's nothing to think about. You tilled the land until you died.
Fair enough.
As God
Or
intended.
you're eaten by a tiger or something. Depends on which part of the world you're in.
As God
It
intended.
really makes me like, it makes sense why people were so like alcoholic because your body would probably
As
hurt
God
by the time you were
intended.
24.
Also, water was bad for you because of reasons.
Because they
So
would
people
get it
drank
from like
beer
down the river.
because it was more safe than water.
Again, as God intended. Listen, anything that wipes people off the face of the earth is as God intended, in my opinion. He did try to kill us all with a flood. Except fucking a bunch of animals and Noah, goddammit. No, it's my favorite bit. Every time I go in the store, like I walk in and the store is empty, I just walk in and just say really loudly, because there's no one else there except like one other coworker. As God intended for the world. And then it gets busy later. I'm like, this is not God's plan. And then I poison all their
I
drinks.
thought you would counter that with the every day we stray further from God.
That would be a good one. Okay.
Oh wait, I saw a thing earlier today. Wait,
Memes first.
wait, no. Okay, you can start, but
Well, my
This is
start
what
was
I
gonna
should do.
ask you guys to say what happened last time.
wait, hold on. Before I do that,
Sure.
before I do that, when I poison their drinks, this is me. There you go.
Okay. I'm 0% surprised you have that like at the ready.
Oh god, yeah. There we go.
I actually saw that earlier today when I was waking up. I got on my phone and I looked at Twitter and I saw that and I was like, good.
We can use this.
Good.
Also, MFing Joshua Graham, that is
To be other people's karma.
the badass in like come on, he
Would you
fucking
say Fallout entirely?
just in general, dude. Like
Yeah.
he got fucking. They tried to kill him. They lit him on fire. And they threw him down the Grand Canyon, and he's still alive. And not only that, he's ready to wage a holy war against him as retribution. That's pretty fucking badass. And also, he's pretty chill. Like when you first meet him, he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, your trip was so eventful." I don't know if
fair,
you
he
know
doesn't have
your
any
companions very well, but you have my sympathies. I'm like, see, this is an evil guy who's willing to do evil things, but he's nice.
Yeah.
You know, he just wants to wage a
reason
holy
to
war and
yes.
reclaim the Holy Land or something along those lines. Like, yeah, he's pretty nice.
Have to kill Kaiser.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that like when they added that DLC, they didn't add a path that like you do that DLC before you do the Caesar stuff, and then you get like his assistants to kill off Caesar.
Nah, he's doing holy stuff.
Yes,
Island.
yes. I have to isolate all the DLC. That's a big problem with Fallout.
I mean, there is a
DLC.
bit
It
where
doesn't
if you
feel like
kill
it.
Caesar before going to the DLC, you can tell him that, and then he's like, "Oh, I sort of wanted to do it myself," but that's good to hear. That's an evil purge from the world, I think he says.
Meanwhile, in the back of his head,
That's
it's like,
part
what
of
do I
that
do
whole game.
now?
That
The
DLC.
fact that you could just get your speechcraft to 100 and be like, hey, you should stop.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, literally the final boss is like, no.
Hey, it's hey, good thing to do speech quotes. What am I saying?
Like, I thought it
It's
was cool.
broken
I
as
thought it was a
fuck.
really cool way to do it. Like, hey, you could not do this fight. You could use rationale. Not everyone in the world wants to fight to the death.
Your character when you're at the end of New Vegas. Stop. Get some.
The thing is, you get paid a bunch of XP, but it doesn't matter because the game ends.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, I guess it's supposed to
It's
go into like,
literally-
oh, go do the DLC thing. But yeah, it feels. Poker Dam always felt like kind of anticlimactic to me.
Yeah. But the thing is, like at that level, like you're probably like super powerful.
Yeah, and pretty much anything.
I personally is just walking around with an anti-material rifle and sniping fools before they can even come within a restraining order distance of me personally.
So like, a mile.
Fucking painting Hoover Dam.
I think it needs
Sorry,
a
man.
fresh red coat.
I have the there's literally just walking around with the most powerful gun in the game, and then just actually no, second most powerful.
What's the most powerful? Fat Man.
No, the fat. Actually, surprisingly enough, by DPS, no.
Huh. It just like has
the
much show to it.
The brush gun, which you might get killed by at the end of the game, is the most powerful one. It's the one, like, at the end of the game, there's like 4 rangers, and they all have brush guns, and they can kill you. Like, clear
That's
you
like a
out.
repeater rifle.
It is a repeater. But the thing is, it has the fucking highest damage of the repeater rifles, and you can shoot it fast as fuck.
Okay.
It only has 8 rounds or something like that in it. But the thing is, again, you can shoot it fast as fuck, and it does good damage.
And if you have good shot,
So
8
if you-
rounds to the dome will kill them.
Well, you have fucking something called VATS.
Oh shit! I forgot about that for like 2 seconds.
Yeah. So you can air out any fool, and then once you run out of ammo for that, you pull out a different gun and then air them out with that. Or do what I did and carry multiple rush guns.
And just swap between them.
Yep.
That's some like.
I don't think the
Doom
game allows
Eternal
you to do that.
tactic.
I
It's
think-
like,
I think
oh, I'm
I-
out of bullets. Next gun.
I don't think the game allowed you to do it. I think I modded it to let me do that.
It's about semantics. Okay, before we get distracted on more shit. Hey,
Yeah.
what happened last time?
Oh, I got this. I'm not gonna do it in character, so no one get their fucking hopes up.
Well,
But-
my hopes were up.
Exactly.
Well-
Come on.
Fine. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give him a
Because
sec.
he actually wanted us to all clamor for it.
I think that's it. Yep.
No, I didn't expect any.
All right. So,
You
anyways,
better
let's go.
quick.
No, I have something prepared.
Ooh.
So last time we met up, became fast friends, more or less, with the exception of Big Hat, who is irritable, to say the best. But nonetheless, me and my new fast friends managed to infiltrate the big city and its lovely, lovely allurements. We talked to a nice cafe owner. And then Kirsty got frustrated at something falling, I'm sure. Talked to a nice cafe owner, and, well, he had some helpful information and not so helpful information. Made our way towards a specific establishment, and we heard a fantastic performance. And then we killed a lot of people. And apparently, a bunch of you guys tricked a bunch of people into thinking they were demons about. After we
That was good.
calmly and politely escorted the civilians out of the establishment, someone else was killed in the basement. By an accident. What a shame. Nonetheless, we helped ourselves to the fine spirits of the establishment, as we are temporarily its new owners. We had a fun chat with a fine dwarven fellow upstairs, under threat of dismemberment, explosives, and other general torture methods, which he was so courteous enough to just tell us information, so we wouldn't have to resort to that. Win-win. And then we killed him. We went to go investigate the goods out back, noting the prevalence of chemicals and medical supplies for a person who shouldn't need medical supplies. And we also, while we're perusing our fine fellows' remains, him and his friends, we got a key, which should attune us to the automatons, as well as some other information, details about their arrangement. So, an old paper, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I was a few years old.
A few years old, hidden in a sewn over pockets, and we made plans of how to infiltrate. The end.
And then everybody died. Well, everybody did kind of die.
As casual as eating breakfast, we just talk about killing people. Because we're not good people.
So you literally psychopaths.
I mean, I am. I think I'm hoping to get everyone else there.
One's a psychopath, at
Oh,
least
yeah.
one's a terrorist.
Could be both.
I just want to grow beans.
Beans.
You just want to go beans.
We did
2
talk
weeks
about
away
our
from retirement.
motivations.
Just
We
want
did
to
talk
be a
about
bean
our
farmer.
motivations as well.
Wait, what?
Coffee beans.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
nice. We did talk
I
about our
was thinking
motivations
baked
as well.
beans,
Yes, grow baked beans.
but... Yeah.
I got, yeah,
Pre-baked.
all kinds of beans.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
We
Just
got
grow them,
baked.
like, in the tin.
We got refried beans on the plant.
Yeah. This was the world's first refried bean
Yeah. Yeah.
farm.
It's just fucking
Refried
mush
for
on the
entertainment.
ground.
That sounds
We just
disgusting.
scoop it up with
It
big
is.
shovels.
Yeah.
That actually sounds disgusting.
Meanwhile, your neighbor farmers, the bushes, are trying to figure it out themselves.
So, Garth,
Yeah.
where do we find ourselves right now?
Right now, you guys looked at the
Itinerary.
itinerary and the wagon and everything, and you've assessed that. You're going to wait in this bar that is currently just set to close until late
Family
morning.
business came up.
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck?
Cursed.
I'm sorry.
Anyways,
Oh my god.
this is this fine establishment that clearly nothing has gone awry in. It's perfectly fine. And you're gonna wait there for the night until late morning, early afternoon. Probably leaning more towards morning for somewhere between 3 and 4 lack of a better term, like transport units to accompany you to the actual house.
They're escorting us, right?
Escorting.
Like
yes.
they
Yes.
response to that gift.
Yeah. You also got something I don't know if it got missed or anything. You also got a key.
Yeah, we got the key.
Yeah.
Yes. Like a very literal key that keys into
The
certain
automatons.
automatons.
Automatons, yeah.
We discussed the plans of how to get them to self-destruct and realized that was a bit too inefficient.
Not impossible, just not exactly in your guys' wheelhouse.
Inefficient.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm assuming nobody wants to do anything during the night, just rest.
I kill the party.
Ah, hell yeah.
I mean,
Uh,
Won't be that hard.
It wouldn't.
Probably
Everyone's
not,
asleep.
but-
You just stab her in the throat. Done. You have like 15 fucking bonuses. Anyways, so morning comes, which is kind of hard to tell here because it's underground, but you do see like notably more lights come up, and there's a clock on the down in the downstairs area that does say like it's early morning, probably around 9. there's a knock on the door. Like the front door, but no. There's a
I'm
knock
assuming
on-
we're awake at this point.
Yeah, that would make sense. You guys would have rested probably like 12 or 1 to this point, or a little bit earlier. So yeah, you would have had a long rest.
Okay.
I recall that I said I would be sleeping downstairs,
Fair.
and everyone else could take a room because there's like 2 beds each, right? So
Mm-hmm.
Who
that's
makes
right. It looks like
breakfast with
my
murdered people?
dorm. Hey, I would make breakfast
Oh, how
with some acquired ingredients. I don't know how many ingredients are in this place. So I'm not sure if it's like a pub or like a tavern.
It leans more towards a pub, but they have some light food items, mostly
Like
snacky
peanuts or something.
Tiny
Sausages.
eggs. Nice bar nuts.
Could I have gone out to buy groceries?
Sure, I guess.
They don't have grocery stores here.
What's
They
our
have
capital
general
city
markets.
is this?
Yeah, they would have general markets close enough by that you could have
Market,
gotten
yeah.
some.
Is there even like a kitchen or somewhere to cook? Or
I'll just light a fire in the back.
there's a yeah.
Precisely.
There's
There's
a
a
baby stove or something.
there's an under area that they store all the booze that has like shit that you could cook with.
There you go.
Yeah.
Start a fire in the basement.
Sounds about right.
Right
Any
next to the
ventilation?
barrel of
Nah.
wine and bodies. Well, body.
It's blood wine.
Exactly.
I mean, if nothing else, we'll just
Never
get that
played
nice
that
aroma,
DLC.
right?
Is there like a peephole on the door itself, or is it just the door?
It's just like a solid
Door.
wooden door, yeah.
I
A
would like
little
to
bit
peep
banged
through the
up,
window
lost
next to it to see if anyone like to see who it is.
Yeah, you pry it up.
Just guys up.
Can I get this? I can't select that. Give me 2 seconds. Because I'm just gonna delete all
Guys.
that.
Oh, see, sorry guys, you don't exist in the world anymore. It's just me.
yeah, y'all dead. Rip and piss foreverness. You see these 3 mechanoid figures. One is now. I didn't want to grab the side of the bar.
It's just Control Z, dude.
That's fine. It's relatively close to where it was. But yeah, you see these 3 standing in this like V formation. Yeah, it's about the size of a person, like a human person, like decently large.
So taller than the dwarven makers of it.
Yes,
Ironic.
a little bit. A bit. It's not like somebody wearing armor size. It's like a person size. So, yeah, it's just tapping on the door, waiting for some kind of response. It's just a very about a... and then wait 3 seconds.
Who had the key? I think Alphonse had the key, right? Because he was going to pose as the captain.
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, Alphonse. I believe your performance is coming up.
Let me put it on my face.
The rest of you look presentable. I changed my appearance. I'm just going to be using the first level disguise spells instead of the big one.
Yeah, because less an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be enough.
I changed myself to look like the
Mm.
elven
Individual.
person. Merc. And before he... Wait, let me see how long this lasts. I think it's an hour. Okay, sweet, it's an hour. Before he opens a door, I like stand in front of Alphonse, do a quick once-over, like look up and down, smile. Now, don't you look presentable? I say to his like orcish form. And while I'm sure your looks are killer, and I just dust some stuff, like some makeup on him, this might help you a bit more. And I cast Enhance Ability.
Okay. Is concentration. So which
concentration.
ability do you give them? Because I think you only
Charisma.
one. Oh, really? I never would have guessed. That's Eagle Splendor.
Advantage.
Of all told. You clearly
There.
upcast at the 3rd level. No.
There. Now your looks are to die for, and... Well, we'll just kill anyone else that says otherwise.
Excellent.
I just grandiosely gesture to the door.
Alphonse will move over towards the door and unceremoniously just shove it open.
Shoving open the door in such a manner. The robots do automatons, whatever you want to call them. Mostly saying that to myself. They do take a step back to not get just fucking bludgeoned by a door. The foremost one just stands there for a moment, and like a small part of its chest piece kind of slides out of the way, and you see like a small slot for a keyhole. It seems like it looks you up and down and kind of recognizes the appearance of you. And it's just like, this is the person that we're supposed to talk to in quotation marks.
I put the key in the thing.
Put the key in the thing. Placing it in the little slot in his torso, you see a small, like, pulse of magic that kind of surges through its being real fast. And its eyes change from just like a passive green to like a light blue. The other two behind it stay green. And do you remove the key or do you just like leave it in?
I guess I'll remove it.
Okay. You take it back, the little chest piece closes, and the three automatons start just walking over to the spot where the wagon would be. And just stand there basically at the ready.
I whistle to get everyone's attention. I whistle in real life that well.
Attention got.
Adam's family.
It's time to go.
Right. Shall we
After
hide in the
you.
back? You two sit in the front as you're, disguised.
The face.
Well, no, it doesn't matter. They know, like, they don't care about you guys.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because the mercenary group wasn't, like... It was culturally diverse, we'll say.
Oh, yeah, so it was, yeah. We've got the little, we've got
They
the
don't care.
symbols. Yeah, so that'll do. Okay, that's fine.
Mosey.
Cool.
You be a Mosian.
I just realized, does the cart have horses to it, or is it just is it just a wagon?
That's a very good point. Once you guys like
I
open
assume
up,
they have horses, right?
no, they actually don't. When the
We have automatons.
exactly, when it
Well, how'd they get here then?
because they had autonomous. There's a whole system. Don't worry about it.
I think to myself that it was not a secretive system for such spook work, like robbing from hospitals.
God, I lost track of my thought. Because it's like in this, the wagon is like locked in this like little closure area. Once you pop it open, the two green-eyed ones end up walking towards it, kind of like latching themselves onto the thing, and the one with blue eyes, the leader, I'm gonna just call it, just kind of looks towards Alphonse, waiting for directive.
Is everybody loaded up, so to speak?
Is there like
ready to go?
Is this like just one big like holer, or is there actually like a front place to like sit?
For the most part, this is like a transport unit. It would be mostly assumed that the mercs would either walk alongside it or just sit in the back, kind of cramped. So yeah, it's more just like a hauler.
Okay.
There's a spot up front that like two people can sit at.
I sit there.
Yeah. Presumably for like whoever's gonna be doing
Shotgun.
talking. Exactly. You find a
Walk
shotgun
out
in
in
the
the back.
Whatever that is.
Yeah. I'll just
Shotgun. It's an ancient Elvish phrase. It means first.
So exotic.
So exciting.
Quite the education, isn't it?
Oh,
come on.
yes. Alright, I'll just chill behind.
I'm assuming it's me and Alphonse up front.
Yeah. I can't talk for shit, so.
I mean, hey, I have a plan working for your inability to talk, so hey, it works out.
Mhm.
Alrighty, in that case, I'll address the green-eyed one, and I'll just say, well, lead the way then.
It nods a nod of affirmation, and the two of them, or the two attached to the wagon, start pulling, and the leader is just literally leading it, like it's in front of those two, but it's not attached to the wagon. And they just start heading off. And towards the richer district, presumably the lair. I can't talk. Anyway,